I should probably start by explaining up front that I don't have some melodramatic story about how Jesus saved me from drugs or prostitution or anything cool like that. The truth is, I really was kind of a nice kid growing up. I stayed out of trouble for the most part, but I was way too cynical for my own good. I was stressed all the time. I wasn't happy. I was very depressed. And, to be honest, I didn't really even know if I believed in God. Most of the religious people I knew in my life kind of seemed kind of mean and stupid to me, and I had this little stereotypical character in my head that's just what religion does to people. And I honestly didn't really stop being like that until my late teens. I was watching a documentary on the creation of the universe, and that kind of got me thinking, that's right, the universe hasn't always been here. Nothing in the universe before the Big Bang. What? How? Wow. So that got me contemplating this stuff, and that out of that curiosity I started reading a lot of history and science. I'm not pretending to be a smart guy. I was just a genuinely curious guy looking for answers. And I even tried reading the Bible. I tried reading the Quran. I tried reading Buddhist writings, and to be honest, I was still such a cynical guy that my mind just went to comparing it all to mythology. It's big deal. Odin was nailed to a tree. Dionysus was risen from the dead. Who cares? What's special about what you guys believe? Nothing. That was my attitude. I just wanted a nice, neat little God that would let me do whatever I want, but be there for me when I needed him. I didn't want anything real. And what finally got through to me was this section of Walden where Henry David Thoreau was talking about how his time at Walden Pond, the seclusion and the nature, made him feel closer to God. And, I was kind of jealous. All of us talk about simplicity and being calm and happy all the time. I'd never had that. I'm I want that. So I made the decision to start experimenting with just finding a quiet place to be alone with nature, my own thoughts, and try to pray to God or the universe or whatever. Superman. It was all the same to me. I remember saying, okay, God, if you're real, if you can hear this, just point me in the right direction. I didn't mean it. I was completely full of it, but I asked. And I kid you not, the next day I got bombarded from random crap like spam emails and TV specials and books and videos and crap about the historical accuracy of the Bible. And I kept getting this crap for a year or two. And again, wanting my own nice, neat little politically correct God that would let me do whatever I want, I was ignoring it as long as possible. Until I finally just broke down and was okay, God, are you trying to tell me that the Jesus of the Bible is the answer? And that was when this strange presence kind of filled me, and I felt this energy, a cool sensation filling me, and it scared the crap out of me. I was what the F-bomb, you're real? I did not say F-bomb. I'm not a perfect person. Yes, my first conversation with Jesus Christ, I cussed him out. And, you know, but that presence kind of stayed with me. I mean, I was shocked. I didn't believe in these things, so I thought I was going to die in that moment. But it was calm and it was nice and I was happy. And that kind of like stayed with me and changed my heart over time. It made me like want to read the Bible, and eventually I tried going to a church, and the first one was a train wreck. That happens. The second one, because I was gun shy, I like hid in the back like with the crowd and tried just really hard not to be noticed because I didn't want anything to do with church at the time. And after a while I was starting to like despair and kind of get depressed. As like, man, there's never going to be a church where like somebody like me fits in. And that's when I started bumping into these like people I bumped into these people at Starbucks that were kind of nice to me, and you know, there was an instant connection. I didn't think anything of it at the time, but a couple of months later, when I found out, to my surprise, that a church would opened up like in a movie theater in my freaking neighborhood that I can walk to, I walk inside and I find out that it's those people. When I met them, I was praying for this church, and I was kind of like almost ready to like give up on church and, you know, and all of it. And at that moment, you know, I didn't know it, but I had met people that were actually God's answer to my prayer. I mean, I was looking for this church and God literally dropped it in my backyard. So I started attending regularly, and I got my formal baptism here. Like, again, this is like years being covered in minutes here. So it was my first, it was my first time getting ceremonially baptized, and this was the church, even though I've been a Christian for a long time now. The biggest difference in how my life changed is I'm a lot happier. You know, I have that satisfaction and inner peace that guys like Thoreau write about. I don't worry about stuff anymore. You know, I'm happy. It's not about me. I have a sense of purpose and meaning that I never had before. And that in itself is something that I thank God for every day. Well, that's my story. Thank you.